Black-headed vultures have now made their way to Indiana and are attacking livestock.
When our Sarah Jones first reported on this issue back in May, Indiana farmers were telling her that getting a permit to shoot these birds was difficult. They were asking for the process to be easier, like it is in Tennessee and Kentucky, where those vultures have been for decades.
And just as of this week, it now will be easier for Indiana farmers to go get a permit.
Black-headed vultures aren't just scavengers.
In the last few years, we've had the emergence of black vultures who are migrating steadily from south of the Ohio River into Indiana, and those black vultures are the species that are causing us livestock damage.
Rollin has seen it with his own eyes.
There has to be maybe 50 of them, maybe 100. And of course, first thing they do is pluck the eyeballs out.
He first came face to face with them when they attacked one of his cows who had some issues with her legs after giving birth.
As soon as I went through the gate over, I seen down there where she was at, I seen buzzards fly up, and I thought, well, she must have died. Well, I went down there, and she was still alive, and these black vultures were eating on her.
But like all migratory birds, the black-headed vultures are federally protected, so shooting them without a permit isn't an option.
They could really find the bejeebers out of you.
The vultures do serve a purpose.
Other areas of the world where you have these catastrophic vulture declines, we've had huge increases in diseases like rabies.
But the vultures are hurting farmers economically.
There's other farmers around in the area that were having more trouble than I were. Some of them lost 7 or 8 calves. He probably lost $10,000.
Getting a permit in Indiana to shoot the birds wasn't easy.
Each producer who wanted a black vulture permit had to call the federal government and make that application with a $100 fee to it.
But now that's changed after the federal government determined that Indiana does have a black-headed vulture problem.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife granted Indiana Farm Bureau the authority to issue sub-permits.
The permits are now free to members of the Indiana Farm Bureau. Rollins says he's going to apply for a permit to protect his cattle.
Now, farmers who believe that they have livestock that were attacked by the black-headed vultures are being asked now to donate those carcasses for research at Purdue University.